You guys fired up or what?
Meet people that are just getting in the business all the way up to the top.
No excuses!
What I learned this weekend is really going to take my business to new heights of success.
Generated 10 leads from just one little thing that they
My
showed.
business has totally skyrocketed.
Nothing less than extraordinary.
It potentially can open up some joint ventures and some great experiences with new people.
Yeah, so initially No Excuses didn't even start off as a big event. It was actually going to be a small workshop that we were going to create for some of our most loyal customers. We had about 16 or 17 leaders who were going to speak at this event. We had decided on the name. One of our partners at the time decided, hey, why don't we call this the No Excuses Summit? And it was like, no excuses, I like that. Essentially, the idea behind No Excuses is there's no excuse for you not to be there because you'll have access to the best of the best in all areas of marketing, all under one roof for an entire weekend. So we were pretty excited about the possibility of putting on the event, the possibility of making a lot of money and so forth. Now, there was a concern that our mentor, Mike Dillard, who was going to be a part of this event, had. He was afraid that the event would turn into a pitch fest, that the speakers would not really be training for the first 45 minutes. They'd be doing things to set up a sale at the end. And so what he proposed was something completely out of left field. He proposed we make it a no-pitch event, meaning it's a safe place for people to go and learn without them fearing that they're going to be pitched at the end. And so it was an interesting concept. He said, we won't pitch. All we do is train. We're going to look like rock stars at the end of it. We're going to create so much goodwill with the people in the industry. It was initially a little hard to give out the prospects of making so much money in a very short period of time. I mean, in one weekend. However, Mike's a visionary, and we caught that vision very quickly. So that's where the seeds were planted for the spirits of No Excuses.
This is my very first No Excuses Summit. My husband came here last year and within a month fired his boss and it launched his business. So I was like, honey, next year you are bringing me.
The amount of information that we are given and the amount of just the people that delivers it, the way that they deliver it to you, it's like nothing that I've ever seen before. And let me just tell you, if you do not have a different mindset after they have given their speeches and their presentations, then I don't even know if you are alive, okay?
From that point on, I mean, we pulled off an incredible event. People were coming to us, walking up to us at the first No Excuses and crying in tears out of just gratitude that we had done this for them. And there were no like catches. There were no strings attached. That's when the vision that Mike had cast, I believe, was fulfilled. Because at that point on, that feeling when somebody walks up to you with so much gratitude that they can't compose themselves and are crying, then that feeling that you get as a person who provided them that service is addictive. The feelings of gratitude that we create in the people in this industry is what pays us back.
And I got to tell you, the reason why you need to be at this next one is because it's the networking. It's the networking that truly makes my business grow. So without a doubt, the content is here, that's no doubt, but it's really the true networking that you get from being around other people and really getting to hang around with other 6- and 7-figure earners. So that's what drives me, and I know that's definitely what is going to drive you.
People that are at this event, these are the people that have all the secrets and all the training and all the know-how and really answer all those questions that you have about in business.
So from that point on, obviously the rest is history. We've had 4 No Excuses from that first No Excuses. We're embarking on No Excuses 5, but No Excuses 5 is going to be drastically different from anything we've done to this point. And the success stories that have come out of No Excuses are pretty incredible. I mean, you have Ray Higdon, Michelle Pisco-Solido. You have recent stories like Aaron Parker, Chris Blair, Pam Herman. And so that's what we're most proud of, but it's also what we're least proud of because there's so few of them. We've literally, when you think back, we've had thousands of people come to No Excuses, have an incredible learning experience, but when it comes to actually taking action, the majority have not. And that's irked us for quite some time. And it came to a head about a year ago. At the time we were conducting these more intimate workshops for some of our students. In these workshops, we get more hands-on and help them with a lot of the things that we start off with at No Excuses. And about a year ago, we got the idea of, hey, what if we not only get people to implement at these workshops, and what if we actually help them produce results on the spot? Is it possible to get somebody brand new who's never done this stuff before, and by the time a weekend is over, have them producing traffic and leads? It was a pretty tall order, and we weren't even sure that we could do it. Well, we decided to give it a shot, and we conducted a special workshop called the Traffic Workshop. And of course, over a dozen people responded and wanted to participate in this workshop. And what was interesting is, by the time that workshop was over, the people that came prepared, that did their homework, got the results.
I went to the Traffic Playbook event in Los Angeles, and started on a Friday night, and I implemented a couple things that they showed us that night. I think by that morning, I already had 40 or 45 leads coming in. By Sunday, 75. By the time I hit the plane on Monday, I think I was at 175 leads coming in.
Awesome.
Okay. I did the average, and they were costing me about, and again, just grabbing the first tidbit, so I had to fine tune it, but it's 15 cents, 20 cents a lead. That's what they call. And these are targeted leads. These are not random leads, these are leads that are going to what you want them to see your stuff. You know, whatever it is, if it's health, wealth, healthness, whatever it is, that's targeted leads. You're not gonna get anywhere else targeted leads for that kind of price. Nowhere else. So,
awesome.
And I was able to convert them to sales after the follow-up, and you know, out of the 175 leads, I got 10 sales out of it. So, and in a week I think I was up to 685 leads.
Wow.
It's not just about student teacher, it's about mentoring in a way that opens up your mind so that you really get it. You not only get it, but it inspires you to do something with it.
These guys know how to tap into the hottest, most cutting edge ways of generating leads, converting traffic, and just making sales and blowing up, you know, anyone's business.
The next workshop we did, we wanted to push the envelope. We wanted to see how good we can get these workshops, how good the results can be for our attendees. And so that next workshop, we dialed a few things in. We really stressed the preparation part. Come prepared and you'll probably get results. And so what happened then was we had 80% of the people in that room producing traffic and leads. And so pretty exciting. We never thought that we would ever reach 80% of people producing traffic and leads for their business on the spot before a weekend was over. And so we decided to do one more workshop. We wanted to confirm our results. The next morning after they started their campaigns, we asked, okay, how many people here have produced traffic and leads? And only 2 people raised their hand. And so as we kept teaching some more advanced strategies and some optimization strategies that following day, all of a sudden somebody jumps out of their seat and goes, I just got a lead. I just got my first lead. And then all of a sudden they start popping like popcorn throughout the day. It's like boom, 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 boom. By the end of that day, we literally hit 100% success rate with our workshop. And I can't explain to you how powerful that is for us to just know that we were able to accomplish this holy grail of training where you can actually tell people if you come prepared, you'll get results. So really the secret to it was our curriculum and the process we took people through, and just making sure that they were doing exactly what they were supposed to be doing. And the beauty of it is when you come to these workshops, everything in life disappears. Any distractions, family issues, job issues, even personal issues are set aside, because if you're somebody that lacks discipline, or you're a procrastinator or whatever, well, that goes out the window, because we're right there with you, having you go through it and guiding you through the entire way. There are no possibilities of distractions or sports or TV or anything. So it was an amazing thing, and we managed to solve one of the biggest problems that has been facing this industry, and we did it in our workshop and through the process we take people through.
So coming to these few days has been just phenomenal for me. These guys really laid it out on the table and gave us so much material, but the thing that I liked the most about it was in the form of a process.
For the first time, I've actually watched the psychology that we've seen on so many of these capture pages, and I've always wondered, how do they come up with these clever things? What are the tricks behind all this? For the first time, I've watched it all unfold, and I have Tim Irway and all the guys here to thank for that, so appreciate it. Really glad to be here.
one thing I realized at this workshop, it actually makes me want to cry and go back, wish I could go back 2 years from now. I've really mismanaged my existing list. So it's one thing to get leads, right? But once they're in your autoresponder, your database, and you're marketing them by email, it's really important. And I didn't put nearly as much importance or educate myself enough on that area. And this workshop really opened my mind.
For me, my biggest takeaway was really helping me streamline my processes. Nail down some of the things that I wasn't really doing correctly, but we just learned so many great things.
The one thing that really grabbed me, and I wish I'd learned it 50 years ago, is copywriting.
We started reflecting so No Excuses up until now has been basically a learning fest, marketing party. People come to network, it's in Vegas, so there's a lot of distractions. And so we decided this year for No Excuses 5 to completely scrap the old model. There's not going to be any breakouts, and we're not even going to have speakers. We're going to have trainers implementing our curriculum, ourselves included. So we're not even calling the people that are the experts that we're going to have on that stage speakers, because they're not going there to speak and make money. They're going there to train on the specifics of our curriculum and process that we perfected with our workshops. So with No Excuses 5, people are going to have the opportunity to produce traffic and leads on the spot before the weekend is over. How many of you do that? I don't know. It's as much of an experiment for us as it is for you. The difference is it's going to be the exact same process that people who paid $5,000 to go through, the people who go to No Excuses will be able to get that for a tenth of the price. So this year at No Excuses, the process we want to take people through is going to be the exact same process that we take people who want to go to our workshops. We want to make sure that the people coming to No Excuses 5 this year, the all new No Excuses, are ready for that challenge. And so in order to keep the integrity of No Excuses, people are going to have to apply. So this year, it's not just about selling tickets. People are going to be submitting an application to be at No Excuses. So what's going to happen is people are going to have an opportunity to learn about everything we're going to be doing in No Excuses. If it's something they want to do, if it's a challenge they want to take on to be able to come to Vegas and produce traffic and leads before the weekend is over, then they need to simply submit an application. We know that this upcoming No Excuses 5 is going to be the best yet, and we know it because we've produced the results already using the exact same curriculum. So the bottom line is I want to encourage everyone viewing this video right now to submit their application right away. See if they even qualify to be at No Excuses, and then make that commitment to be there. This will be the most transformational experience you'll ever have in your life. You'll be getting it for 1/10 of the price that our workshop students paid, and have an incredible networking opportunity. The same networking opportunity that every single No Excuses has had in the past will be present here, and then some. The leaders, the best of the best in the industry, will be there for you to network with. The difference is, now in those conversations you'll have with them, you'll be able to say, hey, I got these results using this traffic strategy. What do you think of what I've done, and how can I improve it? That's a very different conversation than simply hanging out at the bar and talking to them about something you don't fully understand yet because you haven't implemented it. And so once again, we're creating a safe place for people to go to, learn, but not just learn this time, they're going to implement, and towards the goal of getting results, producing leads for the first time in their careers at No Excuses 5. So that's our vision for No Excuses.
I improved my click-through rate from something like 0.6% to over 3%. And I generated 7 leads just this morning for less than $1 a lead.
There's something about being here hands-on, being able to ask these incredible, mega industry leaders hands-on, asking them questions, and being able to implement these strategies in my business, seeing more leads come in already in just one day than I've had in a long time is really exciting.
After 3 days, I've learned 3 important things in my business. 1 is clarity, 2 is vision, and 3 is how to drive traffic. I'm very impressed with everyone here and met some great people. I'm so happy and excited to get back.
And what about results? How
results? I've gotten 4 leads.
In 3 days, I've made tremendous progress. I've started generating leads. Things are just going really well. I'm really excited to get back and really put this into action.
Came out here for the weekend and just got a ton of clarity very quickly, and generated my first leads this weekend.
I was thinking about it for last 1 year, and I learned internet marketing 3 days, actually 2.5 days, and then one day I got 4 leads just from Facebook.
I learned so much about strategy and how to cut through the million ways of doing it to do it right, and generated leads.
If you're considering this workshop, I totally endorse it because I know that I'm leaving here with leads already before I get home, and I expect to make many more.
Two things I pretty much learned from this is the blueprint and how to have an action plan, and this workshop really gave that to me. So I'm excited to get started. As soon as I leave here, I'm putting work into my action plan and getting myself some leads.
I'm leaving this workshop with a capture page. I'm leaving this workshop with the knowledge as where I came in, I knew absolutely nothing. And I'm leaving this workshop knowing everything that I compete with high traffic marketing businesses. And I've had the confidence that I can take some of their traffic and make some money.
My results were very good. I generated leads, not knowing anything about the internet marketing within a few hours after having them show what the process is for us.
This weekend I learned 2 traffic strategies, and in less than 24 hours got my first internet leads. So excited, can't wait to get home to scale this up.
Brand new to the business and got my first lead this weekend, so super pumped to go back home and get started.
When I arrived, I had no understanding about internet marketing, I had nothing set up, and by accident I've created my first lead through a double opt-in, and I've got a mailing address for a physical product, so that's a good start. That's great.
Like, I actually got 18 leads in the in half day, and yeah, it's amazing.
Right now I have about 7 clicks and 1 lead, so that's
7 clicks, 1 lead.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I blog a lot, but I've never done ads before, and this is actually my first time doing Facebook ads, leading impact. And well, from the ads I've done, I had about 43 clicks and about 6 leads.
I'm totally new in this. This is the first time I constructed a capture page or anything, and I got, I think, 20 clicks already on Facebook and 4 leads so far.
It's one thing to have all these little pieces together, but to actually put them together. And that's one thing, the light bulbs definitely went off this weekend. I have a definite strategy of how to actually grow my business, and I'm excited to go back home and actually get everything working. I have my capture page up, I have my ads running, and I'm excited to see what happens. So I'm very excited to be here, glad I came, and thank you guys very so much.